Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're having a delicacy we haven't had in quite a while because all the hoarders freaking out and buying all the merchandise in the stores, including all the meats. We get to eat a little bit good tonight. So my lovely wife just got back from the grocery store and shelves are stocking back up. We're finally getting some merchandise back in. Hopefully life will resume some kind of normalcy outside of stores closing early. But now our state of Florida has decided that it's like a kind of a lockdown. Not really so much lockdown, you're not stuck in your house, but you can only leave the house to go grocery shopping or to a doctor, essential stuff. Which is a good thing because unfortunately people weren't taking it seriously and doing it on their own, so now our government has to step in and kind of force everybody's hand. So it is what it is. We got to get this curve down and everybody be safe. So yeah, and we did our part. She went to the store. Normally I go with her, do some videotaping, so I stayed home. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish cooking, and then we're going to work on maybe getting some data logging done. Social distancing, be in the car by myself. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a minute to talk about the situation going on behind my house. I've had a few comments after my last video went live and I started filming this, so I put the drone up, and what you're seeing here is my basic subdivision, and we just passed my house. You can see the lovely GTO wrapped in silver, and there's my neighbor sweeping his driveway. But anyhow, all these houses here, we just live in a common community. It's not like a named subdivision. It's not anything. We're out in the county. And all these houses have no deed restrictions whatsoever. Now, the road you see directly down behind me is what starts this so-called private subdivision. It's actually owned by, let's just say, like ABC Building Company. So they own that road. And as you can see, when we fly up this way, it tees off and there's a double cul-de-sac road, so it dead ends on both ends. One way in, one way out. Not somewhere I would think a so-called CIA agent would want to live, where you limit yourself to emergency exits. So there's the one house at the very far end right there, and as you can see, there's other houses around there that are not deed restricted. You can do whatever you want in those houses. These houses having deed restrictions generally limit you to do certain things, like maybe have flagpoles and colors. Okay, what you're looking at here are the other lots. There's gonna be like a total of maybe 7 houses here, and then right there at the end, the solar panels on the roof, that's our troublemaker there. He lives in that other end, and as you can see, he's surrounded by woods. He's probably enjoyed the solitude over there for many years, and now he has a house going up next to him. And my house is in front of that new house getting built. I'm not in front of his house, so I don't even know why we're having problems with him. He's obviously not going to be too happy that he's going to have to look at sheds, kind of like this person here. There's no deed restrictions. They can have all the sheds that they want. So you're looking here at the world's smallest little deed restricted subdivision. But like I was saying, deed restrictions generally, they kind of can be good things. It keeps your neighbors from storing boats and school buses or whatever in their front yards and generally making your neighborhood look bad. Our neighborhood really doesn't have that problem per se. We have plenty of property in our back, so a lot of people keep their stuff into the back. As you can see here, look, it's just, he's surrounded by non-deed restricted stuff, and he's been surrounded by woods, and now he's gonna have a straight shot there to my garage. So that's a little quick explanation of that. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense to you now, kind of the situation we have here with the backyard. So check it out, man. My wife is the hardest working woman I ever known. She just got off of work and she's immediately out here in the yard.
Hi, honey.
Working on her garden again.
Again, yeah.
Again. She's been out here almost all week, non-stop.
Never ending process.
Like 7 to 7 out here working on this thing. No kidding.
It's our apocalypse garden.
Yeah, which by the time it grows anything, it'll be over with. But I definitely admire her drive to do this and all the planning out front.
Oh, thank you, honey. Look at the dog.
It's our termite dog. Anyhow, you know, like, she hasn't watched any of my videos in a really long time. So last night she's in the bathtub and she watched my last video where I revealed my
Coffee maker.
my new coffee maker.
Yeah. Shame on you. Really?
Oh yeah, guys, you should have. You know her. You should have seen the reaction I got when she saw that.
Well, don't reveal it then.
Don't reveal it. Yeah, like you wouldn't have seen it when it was in the RV. Oh man, if she wasn't in the bathtub, that would have been freaking perfect. But I can't show you that. All right, guys, let's go in the garage. Maybe do a little bit of work on the Project Z28. All right, as promised, we're back on Project Z28. Enough detours, right? So because this gasket has metal trimmed around it, I was able to find out easily what the problem was when I pulled the valve cover off. This piece here between here and here, which was the bottom of the valve cover, was kind of in a U shape. So it wasn't touching the head at all. I don't know why or how that happened. Maybe because it's so hard getting these valve covers on, maybe I pushed up. I don't know. I really don't know, but what I'm going to do this time, even though they recommend not to, I'm going to put a little silicone on here. I'm going to put a little bit on the head. I'm going to set this thing in place and let it sit for a while, let it get tacky and hold in. Then I'm just going to put a little bit on the top. I'm just tired of the freaking leaks. And I've been in touch with Brian at Tune Performance. Told me how to go ahead and plug in the laptop, and we're going to do some light driving around. And he said we can monitor the IAC valve to figure out why my idle is still crazy. If I can get this car to idle properly, I think I'll feel so much better about everything. It won't fix what's still leaking, but we'll get the oil leak fixed, and then we'll see where antifreeze is coming on. This is just going to be a process. So right now we just want to get the car to stop leaking oil, stop smoking, and then get it tuned. So let's work on this, and then we'll start data logging. Alright, we got the computer hooked up. We got some information here. Pretty much everything. Look, map sensor, map voltage, O2 rich lean status, all kind of stuff here. So hopefully he'll be able to figure out, or I know he'll figure it out, but what I'm really interested in is my idle air control valve. I'm gonna start recording this. See, look at my idle now. It was at 1500, now it's at 300 to 400. All right, let's go for a drive and get this recorded. Okay, so it looks like we're heading in the right direction. Brian from Tune Performance had me disconnect the battery so we could reset all the trouble codes out of here. Now we're gonna go ahead and start the car up again, send him another data log. So right now we're having a problem with the water temp sensor acting funny. It's going into negative values, which is maybe why the idle is acting kind of funny. He also said small chance, but a suspect that the ECM might be going a little crazy, which is why, like, my speedometer's not working. We're getting mile per hour, funny enough, in the data log, but it's not coming up to the dash for some reason. We shall see. Alright, I did it. I burned my first program into the chip. There's the ECM. I actually took the chip, plugged it into a little burner I got for the laptop, and flashed my first new program. So he said it was running really rich through everything else, so we're gonna see. I'm trying to find my idle air control to see where IA positions 158. See, it's still idling high. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for a drive and then see what happens. Alright, everyone, it's getting dark and this car's kind of loud, so I'm gonna stop data logging for the night. Brian just sent me tune number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and burn the chip and get it loaded up for tomorrow, and that'll be in the next videos. We're still running extremely rich. He's kind of worried about a few things, maybe exhaust leak, vacuum leak, something like that. So tomorrow, pull the car back out, we'll check out a few things, I'll load in this new tune, we'll do some more data logging, we'll try to get it figured out. It's going to be a process because he's in, I believe, Colorado. Yeah, Colorado. I'm in Florida, so you know we have to email each other and do. It's not like when I took the 50 to the tuner, we just put it on the dyno and we got it dialed in relatively quickly with a few passes right there, and then I have to do this myself. It's an interesting process. If you've never done it, hopefully maybe you can learn something. I've had a few people ask. It's tunedperformance.org. I'll leave a link down below. His name is Brian. Does a great job. I rented a burner from him so I can burn the chips. I also rented the cable so I can hook into my port and put the stuff on the laptop. And it's like Tuner Pro is the software. It's free to download. So that's what we're using to go ahead and tune and dial this thing in. So right now we're just trying to get the idle situated, trying to figure out why this thing is running as rich as it is. You know, it's just going to be a process. So make sure you subscribe, stay tuned so we get this car dialed in. I do have a little bit of bad news. Camaro Fest has been canceled. I was really looking forward to bringing this car out there this year and have debuting it at a nice large event like that, and they canceled. I'm kind of disappointed. You know, this wasn't going to happen until like July or August. I kind of think maybe they're jumping the gun a little bit early, maybe not, I don't know, but I'm just a little bit disappointed there will be no Camaro Fest in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Maybe it'll be something else somewhere in the country this year, you know. Maybe I'll just drive this or tow it if I can get it on a trailer. I'm not sure. It's pretty damn low. So yeah, we still got quite a bit to do. I still got to get the exhaust fixed on this car because remember I got the little slinky in there and it's hanging low. I need to see if we can't get that tucked up in there. So again, thanks everyone for your support. I know you probably got other stuff you can watch right now, so I do appreciate you coming to my channel and watching all my cars and crazy life and stuff like that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please leave a thumbs up. Please share with your friends. Let's spread the word. Let's help grow this channel. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.